Hello friends, welcome back to the channel. Getting ready to do a little bit in our backyard. I'm doing it by myself today. Kathy was not available to help me out, but I needed to go ahead and cut some collards. So I was go out and cut collards for the second major time. We've already eaten several messes off of them. Plus we did a major cleaning of them probably 2 or 3 weeks ago. But now it's time to cut some more off and go through another round of putting some up to preserve. Plus, we want to look at the Napa cabbage, and I think I'm going to cut one of those. That's the first one that we'll cut. Um, cut that for dinner tonight and see what that looks like. But I'll show you around the garden just a little bit before I start my work. So here we go. The Greenstalks, I don't know, they're doing okay, I guess. They're not really getting very large with the different lettuces that we have. Not sure why they're not doing as well this year as last. So we're going to continue to let them grow and see what they do. The cold hasn't seemed to hurt them their growth, but we don't seem to be getting much on them like we did last year. Strawberries, kind of struggling. Not sure whether that's just wintertime struggles or whether there's something in the soil, and maybe we need to amend the soil differently as we go into the spring to try to help those out. We'll start doing some research to try to find that out. Again, yeah, the green stalk's kind of gotten a little bit thin, but we'll continue to let those grow. And this is the other, still letting the bok choy go to seed. Got those flowering now. I saw some honeybees on it the other day as I was out here. So even with the cold, the honeybees on those warm days, they'll come out and start nursing on those flowers. As far as today, it's in the upper 50s, but it's been in the lower 50s the last few days, and I think we're supposed to have some more cold. But for January, that's not unheard of. I think we're a little below average, but that's not too bad for what we're used to. As you can see with the collards, leaves are getting reasonably large, enough that I can go ahead and cut them. We know it's supposed to rain tomorrow, and I think Kathy's going to put them up tomorrow, but I want to go ahead and cut them today so I wouldn't be stuck out here cutting them in the rain. That's kind of why she's not available to help me out today. But anyway, what else we got going on? Napa cabbage. In our last garden video, we had they were looking kind of rough, and I did cut out some of the bottom leaves that were looking rough, and they actually look a ton better than they did. So I mean, these actually look really good. So I'm gonna go ahead and probably cut this biggest one down here, and I may end up taking some more leaves off of another to get those going, and we'll see. We'll do that for dinner tonight. Our broccolis, the broccolis are starting to head up. So they're not big heads on them, but we are getting them on just about every one of these plants, especially on that end. This end, not so much, but we'll continue with that. I'm trying to remember what the can't remember what you call them. Anyway, these collards are okay. Mustards, we've continued to take them, as you can see. We got some nice sized ones in here still. We pulled some last week, and got like 2 meals out of them, and still had a little bit left over. So I think with these, I think I'm gonna pull those, take them to my mom because she loves them. Radishes, I think the radishes we're gonna pull sometime this week. I think Kathy's gonna make a stew, and we're gonna put the radishes in there, kind of in replacement of potatoes, because they work really well for that. You would think radishes would taste kind of funny in there, but they actually taste very similar to a potato in a stew. So we've done that multiple times, not with our own homegrown ones, but some that we bought in the store. More collards. So we'll cut a few leaves off here. They're pretty small, but we'll get what we can. Nothing really going on in the pots back here. They're kind of dormant for the winter, so we'll leave those alone. What do we have going on over here? Our Brussels sprouts plants still look really good. We still don't have any Brussels sprouts popping up on those. Never grown Brussels sprouts, so I don't really know how they go. Maybe they produce later in their lives. I just don't. I'm not sure. Carrots are looking pretty big, so I think same with the radishes. We're going to pull some of those and pop them in our stew. Then we have our cauliflower, which kind of like the Brussels sprouts. Plants look good, but we haven't started getting any of the cauliflowers on there yet. As far as our regular cabbage, these are looking really good. All of them are starting to head up. We have taken 2 out so far. One that we ate ourselves and got 2 or 3 meals off of it, just off one plant. And then one I took down to my mom, and she had 2 meals off of it. So more of the radishes here. That's more that we'll end up pulling. And so we'll take those. So it's relatively small heads on them, but the leaves are really healthy. So we've been eating the leaves as well as the cabbage heads, and the leaves actually come out with the texture almost like the collards, but they taste a lot, taste like cabbage. So they're definitely good, and the leaves are definitely good to eat. Even the lower leaves. We do take out some of the yellowish looking ones, but other than that, we eat those. The only thing else we have, just a few more collards back here, and so we'll end up doing those. So I'll cut some of those off in here in a little while. Alrighty. Well, let's set things up, and I'll cut some collards for you guys. I might just put it in fast motion and kind of time lapse through it, so y'all won't sit through the whole deal on that. But here we go. Let's cut some collards. All right, we are going to cut the Napa cabbage now, and let's see, I may end up having to cut a second one because I'm not sure how much of this one is good. So that's what we got. I think the bulk of it is good. I might still go ahead and cut a second one though. Let's see, which one do I want to cut? I think it'll be this one. That one looks pretty good. Alrighty. So, yeah, I think that will be enough for this evening for dinner. So, let's work on the closing. Gonna walk in here, show you how much collards I got, and wow! So we got us a full table full of collards. Got us some of the Napa cabbage, and so I think we're done for the evening. Kathy's going to work on putting those up tomorrow. So nice to have a garden to take you through the winter. I think that is about all I'm going to do for this video today. So do appreciate everybody liking, watching, or subscribing. Share with your friends if you like what we're doing. Give us a few more views. We'll like that. Not making any money off this yet, but hey, one day we may. But really putting this together mainly to show some of our friends or family what we're doing and what we're doing with our garden. So anyway, appreciate it, and I will talk with you all next time.